Harine Hare Krishna. So today is the verse number 44 of chapter 6. So Krishna is explaining how a transcendentalist who didn't complete his spiritual perfection is not perished, how he continues his practice. Right? So Krishna has already explained about the material opulence that he gives and the birth he gives. And then yesterday's words we saw that Krishna also helps that person, or that person after taking the birth starts his spiritual practice. So how he starts the spiritual practice, that is explained in this shloka. So we'll see this shloka. पूर्व अभ्यासेन तेनेव
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव
ह्रियते हि अवशो अपि सः
ह्रियते ह्यवशोऽपि सः
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य
शब्दब्रह्म अतिवर्तते
शब्दब्रह्माधिवर्तते
पूर्व अभ्यासेन तेनेव
पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव
ह्रियते हि अवशोऽपि सः
ह्रियते ह्यवसोऽपि सः
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य
जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य
शब्दब्रह्मातिवर्तते.
सप्तब्रह्मातिवर्तते.
Please chant.
पूर्वाभ्यासेन पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव ह्रियते ह्यवसोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य सप्तब्रह्मातिवर्तते.
पूर्ववश्यसेन तेनैव ह्रियते हि अवसोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते.
Okay, so translation and purport. By virtue of divine consciousness of previous life, he automatically becomes attracted to the yogic principles even without seeking them. Such an inquisitive transcendentalist stands always above the ritualistic principles of scriptures. Purport. Advanced yogis are not very much attracted to rituals of scriptures, but they automatically become attracted to the yoga principles, which can elevate them to complete Krishna consciousness, the highest yoga perfection. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 333.7, such disregard of Vedic rituals by advanced transcendental is explained as below. Aho bata swapacho to gariyan yad jivagre vartate nama tubhyam te pustapas te juhuvuhu sashnur arya brahmanuchur nama grahnantiriyate. O my Lord, person who chant the holy name of your Lordship are far, far advanced in spiritual life, even if born in families of dog eaters. Such chanters have undoubtedly performed all kinds of austerities and sacrifices, bathed in all the sacred places, and finished all scriptural studies. The famous example of this was presented by Lord Chaitanya, who accepted Thakur Haridas as one of his most important disciples. Although Thakur Haridas happened to take his birth in a Muslim family, he was elevated to the post of Namacharya by Lord Chaitanya due to his rigidly attended principle of chanting 300,000 holy names of the of Lord daily. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And because he chanted the holy name of Lord constantly, it is understood that in his previous life he must have passed through all the ritualistic methods of Vedas known as Shabda Brahma, Unless, therefore, one is purified, one cannot take to principles of Krishna consciousness or become engaged in chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna. So, here we understand the power of the holy name and purity of the holy name. So, Krishna tells Purva Abhyasena Teneva. So, Purva Abhyas. So, in the previous life, Abhyas means practice. One of the meaning is practice. So, Purva Abhyasena, Abhyas also means study or practice. So, the practice that he has done when Purva previously, Riyate means get attracted. He was show up is automatically means he avashaha means without any endeavors he gets attracted to this devotional practice, and because he gets attracted he becomes jigyasu, inquisitive, and becomes inquisitive and he starts his practice again. And then Krishna says one who gets attracted to such inquisitiveness and at a devotional service, he is Shabda Brahmati Vartate. He has already done the ritualistic principles of scriptures. So here we understand how the uh, devotional service or bhakti is powerful. Even like in simple language, if like for my case, if I am an engineer, I studied engineering maybe 20 years back, but I don't remember. If somebody asked me some principle or some theorem or some machine, how it works, it's very difficult for me to explain that now because that is not in my memory, and I'm doing something different now. I don't remember my books, I don't remember theory, nothing. So even so when we pass over the body, we get the new body, we don't remember ABCD, we have to do it again. We have to start from zero. What about next life? In this life also we don't remember what we have done maybe few years back. Even yesterday around 3 o'clock what I was doing, maybe I will have to recall. So in the these normal materialistic things, they don't have um, existence, eternal existence. They are bound to get destructed, even our material knowledge. But whatever bhakti we do now, it remains, and we don't know actually that it's remaining in our subtle body and our mind. uh, or our, like Vaiseshika Prabhu says, like we spiritual bank account. So whatever we do, it gets deposited in our spiritual bank account, and it's getting deposited every moment we spend for doing the bhakti. And this spiritual bank account is everlasting. It does not finish with your body. It is always there because it is with Krishna. It is with Bhakti Devi, and Bhakti Devi is beyond this world. So it is beyond this world. So it's that account is also everlasting, eternal. So same principle is this, that because whatever practice we have done last birth, we automatically try to get attracted to it. Why? Why? Because it is divine. Divine means Devi. It's beyond the modes, so it acts within the modes. Also, it can be active and it can work independent of the modes. That's why the person he avasho apisa, he automatically gets attracted, because that divine energy or divine consciousness acts out from outside the material world. So even if you are in mode of passion or ignorance, it will act. That's why we can see any type of person can get attracted to Krishna consciousness. It does not depend on um, where the person is born, what he is doing, what his occupation is. He gets attracted, he gets attracted. Because that attraction, that energy is coming from different world, not from material world. So that's why whatever bhakti we do, whatever small thing we do today, it's getting deposited. We are reading Bhagavad Gita every day, last almost 1 year maybe. So it's getting deposited that these people, they are sitting every day for 15 minutes in the night time and they are discussing, reading. It's getting deposited everything, and that everything will come up when it is required. So actually, Arjuna's question that a person who, if we don't achieve the perfection to Krishna, is to convince all of us that whatever endeavor we are doing is never waste. Krishna is telling that you will get it back, if not in this life, next life, but you will get it back, and you will start from there. So it's encouragement, right, for all of us, that every second that we have spent is maybe very important. It can help us in any life. So we have to look beyond this life. Or when I say this life, means this birth. So when we say bhakti, Bhanu Maharaj always said the bhakti is eternal. Right? So when bhakti is eternal, why you are thinking of this lifetime only or this body only? The bhakti is going to be eternal, so it's going to be with you in the next life also. Right? So you have to think beyond this uh, this body or this life. So when we plan the activities, it's like we are planning. If we plan any spiritual activity, actually that means we are planning for eternal thing. So if even if we cannot do this time, Krishna will arrange that we do that thing next time. So bhakti is like that. That's why bhakti is very powerful. Modes cannot affect it. It can affect our consciousness, our body, but whatever we do with pure heart is beyond this material dream. So it's very positive thing, and Krishna will tell more about these details, how the yogi starts, how he progresses in the next verse. But today's is like, because bhakti consciousness is beyond world, it will automatically operate and it will automatically get that person uh, into that divine devotional service practice, and then he starts his practice again. And there is also that if he stops at 3, say level 3, so next he will start from level 3, level 4. He will not start from 1. He will start from where he stopped. From there he start again, because it is eternal. Right? So when if we think about the different body also, okay, in this body I did 3. Next body, whatever I get, I will do from 4. So it's very interesting, and that's why this material world also has very advantage. Whatever body we have, it's also advantage. So we have to always remember that every moment is important. We waste some time, but whatever are possible, we'll use. And as Vaisheshika Prabhu says, let our spiritual account get overflow. So we'll see tomorrow what Krishna tells once this practice starts, how this yogi progresses. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Oh, 9:50. So any comments, any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have one question. I have seen that many devotees, family are not inclined toward Krishna consciousness, but that devotee is very Krishna conscious. So why this happens?
So uh, every individual is at different level of progress, right? So a particular person in one family suddenly starts Krishna consciousness, but many times we observe that when a person from the family starts Krishna consciousness, others generally don't object. And over the period of time, others also automatically start connecting with that person and start practicing. Sometimes it happens like, okay, so if say I start, maybe my family will not start immediately, maybe they'll start with 20 years maybe, but I go forward, then they also come with me after maybe different period of time. But the all the family has inclination towards the Krishna consciousness, but everybody has a particular stage where he has stopped, and accordingly he will start. So as per our desire, the more we have the intense desire that I want to finish this fast, it will be quicker. But some are pious, so but they are attracted. So in the next life, maybe they will do pious activities, and at certain point they will get attracted by some devotee's mercy, because devotee has to give the mercy. Bhakti goes through the devotees. That's why devotees are important. So even if in one family one person goes forward, he give mercy to the other, basically. So that's how it works. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
So we have to be patient, basically. We cannot expect everybody to start with us.
Yes, yes, okay. Understood. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Are you sleepy?
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hmm. Hare Krishna. Any other comments? Okay, let's see tomorrow how this yogi reaches the perfection. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Hare
Hari.
Krishna. Yeah, thank you,
Hare
sir.
Krishna. Thank you so much.